Come here! Let's go. Give me a flipper.
All right. Welcome to some episode of Amateur Hour. We're coming to you recorded from Buffalo Wild Wings, where they place people of different volume levels near and about me. I'm here with Troy.
Hey, hey.
And this is the last Amateur Hour that we will do, where Troy is the Vice President of Southeast Texas Flag Football League, and I am the President of Southeast Texas Flag Football League. So it's sort of a bittersweet occasion.
It is a day.
It's a day. Do you have any other words?
No.
Okay. Well, that'll make this quicker then.
I'm out of words.
You're out of words. Well, what I wanted to start this off with was something that I think is often ignored, especially in sports, because, all right, when you think about the New England Patriots,
Yes.
do you think that they reach, fall below, or go beyond their expectations usually? Not a trick question.
I think that their expectations are always pretty high, so I think they reach their expectations.
So they at least reach them. But
Yes.
let's say that you looked at the New England Patriots on paper.
Okay.
You didn't get to know you were a Martian. You come to Earth. You look at them on paper. You see their 40 times, their quarterback strength, quarterback age, coach age, stuff like that. You just see stats about athletic ability, and then you see stats about athletic abilities of other teams. And you're made to go, how good could this team possibly be? Do you think they would exceed that?
I say, yeah, looking at it from that point of view, I would say they exceed their expectations.
Always, right?
Always.
Okay. So my thought on that is that they exceed it because of character. And that's what I really want to think. Not what I want to think, that's what I want to talk about, actually. That's what I already think.
It's a good point.
So I realize that not many people really probably follow flag football all that closely, but this all ties into our league and how the last season panned out. So, Troy, who won the last Southeast Texas Flag Football League spring championship?
The defending champion as of right now are the Showstoppers.
The Showstoppers, right?
Yes.
Was it the Jack Boys?
The Jack Boys did not win. They did not even participate in the league.
They didn't participate. And what did we say, I don't know, about a year ago about the Jack Boys? That they...
Cody, you said that they were on the way down.
Right, and it's not because of athletic ability, because if you wrote 40 times and verticals on a piece of paper, and arm strength even on a piece of paper, and you had the Jack Boys on one side and the Showstoppers on the other, who would look like the better team?
The Jack Boys.
And they would look like the better team with anyone, right?
Yes. They're a team that reached expectations. I don't think they ever exceeded expectations. I think they reached their expectations.
Well, I would disagree, because to me their expectations, if you were going by their athletic abilities.
Oh, so you're saying they fell below their expectations.
Yeah.
I get you.
Because they're all young guys in their mid to early 20s for the most part. And if you were going to go by what I thought they could do with their athletic abilities, they would have won our league, I don't know, 4 or 5 times in a row, been like a dynasty.
And they only won 2, right, or 3?
They won 2 non-consecutive championships.
Yes.
And that's about it. So
the only team to win consecutive championships are who?
Are the Herd.
That's what I thought.
A team with character.
Teams that have won 2 championships, the Herd, the Jack Boys, and the Showstoppers. The Showstoppers finally, it took them 4 years to get to that second championship. About time.
Well, that's all fine. But here's the thing about character, is what I'm talking about. Character isn't whether or not you win a championship, because you could be the worst team on paper in the whole league. But if you make it to the playoffs, character got you there, you know. If you exceeded your expectations, that's what got you there, was character. But having character is one thing. Not having it, though, is a much worse thing, because when you have all this talent, when you have all these people around, you've got people you don't even like playing with you that you don't get along with, and then you still lose. It's because people don't have discipline, and they can't get along with each other, and they don't have any character. They don't have any good qualities to their personalities. And I think that's what did in the Jag Boys. And fast forward to this season, if you looked on paper at any team that made the playoffs as far as 40 times and verticals and ability to catch a football in traffic and stuff like that, my argument would be GVNG was probably the best team. They're young. DT is a crazy athlete. That fellow that calls himself Crip, who I won't say his real name because I think calling yourself Crip is an indictment on your character anyway.
Previously from the Jack Boys.
I think these guys, had more athletic ability than the Showstoppers did. Jake Diltz runs a 40 in what kind of time, Walt? By the way, Walt's here.
5'2".
Wow.
5'2". And maybe generously, but he doesn't live and die on his 40. Jake Diltz is great because he's got incredible character and discipline and an ability to sit there and watch videos about flag football games and think about it and tell people where to go and be a great leader. That's why the Showstoppers win, because they have character.
If you're a penguin, be a penguin. If you're a giraffe, be a giraffe.
Walt just said if you're a penguin, be a penguin. If you're a giraffe, be a giraffe. I'm not quite sure what that means, but what I'm going to glean from it now...
It means own your baggage.
Well, that's fine. You're right. Own your baggage. But the thing is, we'll go back to the Patriots so I can end my little segment where I kind of gripe about this.
Okay.
If you go to play for the Patriots and you're late to a meeting or you underperform, would you or would you not expect some sort of disciplinary thing to happen to you no matter who you are?
Yes, I think that would your character would send you, your bad character would send you on your way with the Patriots.
Are they the sort of team where their star quarterback would take less money to keep the team together?
Yes, and that's been proven.
Okay. If you go to the Cleveland Browns, are you or are you not expected to do everything all the same way and get punished if you do something out of line with the team?
I don't think so. Maybe with a regime change, but not with this one. No.
The fact that there's a maybe in there is even worse than saying no to me, because it's uncertain. It's uncertainty. You don't know what to expect. And with the Jack Boys, nothing was ever certain. It was just they out-athleted everyone, and they only out-athleted everyone to 2 championships, when if they just could have had a little bit of character and integrity and been able to take one bad call, they would have won 6 in a row. So that is what I think about character, and I hope that you guys thought that I ran the league with character and grace and a little bit of sex appeal, because I am an attractive man.
You just weren't tough enough, though.
No, I wasn't tough enough.
The Jack Boys were tough enough.
I couldn't, epilogue on Jack Boys. They went and played in the Tough League, which still hasn't had their championship game. So in about 3 months, they played 4 games. Congratulations on whatever happens with that.
And they have not played a game in a month, but the championship is coming up soon. Stay tuned.
But I thought that was a better intro to this than just going over the playoffs and talking about wins and losses, to say that the Showstoppers, because of incredible character by most of their team, if not all their team, and by great leadership by most of all, Walt Durham, took away another championship. And I don't even say that in a facetious manner. I really mean it. You guys did great, and congratulations, Walt.
They were the best team all year, went undefeated. The closest game he had was the overtime win against the 409 boys, who didn't even make the championship, who I thought would have been a great championship game. So, I mean, what can you say? That's just an awesome season and dominated from beginning to end.
So, Walt, thoughts on your championship?
Team win, obviously. It's one of those seasons, like, you knew at the beginning of the season everything was going right.
we had a couple hurdles with the Expendables and 409 boys, but when we beat the 409 boys, I really, really, really knew that we finally put together the team we've been trying to put together for a long time. We kind of, I don't want to say we do things the right way, but, you know, we, for a long time, I don't know if a lot of people don't remember, but our old jerseys never had names on the back of it. And it was because, like, Jake and everybody, we always stress that nobody's more important than the team. We've got a lot of characters. We got Mac B, we got Cunningham, we've got AB, who are all people who can shine on their own. Jason Williamson. But nobody's bigger than the team. And this year, like, it just all came together perfectly. And we had a perfect season. And so that's what happened.
In my opinion, Jason Williamson was the MVP of the league. But the most unsung player who was the biggest difference maker was Mac B on y'all's team, I think. Both sides of the ball. When he got the ball, you couldn't get him. He was almost impossible to stop. And, I mean, that was a big just game changer from as a blocking back, being able to make those plays when Jake got in trouble. I thought he was a game changer.
Well, I thought that it was a really fun league, and I thought everybody had a good time. So, Blake, do you have anything else on Spring League 2019?
Blake Dugas is also here. He was not introduced yet, but he is here.
That's my bad. All right, so we've gone through the league, talked about whatever I want to talk about. Now, most of you who listen to this, which is a good 12 people,
dozens,
a baker's dozen of people listen to this, know that Troy and I are going to not be president, vice president anymore. So we're going to give our power, our much power.
We chose our successors.
So the board chose our successors.
Oh,
but
whatever.
At president, at about 5 foot. What are you like? At 5'6". At a stout 5'6",
275 pounds,
is Walt Durham at president, and at a slender 6'4", 196, Blake Dugas at vice president. So everybody give a hand.
I feel like you and I don't know heights and weights at all.
No, I don't. Unless it's Bill Brasky, I don't know anything about that.
Very true.
So everybody give a hand when you're in your car or at your computer or on your phone for Walt and Blake, and we're going to give the microphones to them, and they're going to talk about what they're going to do with the league. So go ahead, president and vice president.
So we're going to talk about what we're going to do about the league. So a lot of people have come up to me and asked, what are we going to change about the league? What are we going to do? Everybody's got ideas, and the simple answer is we're not going to do anything out of the ordinary. For 4 or 5 years, the board has ran the league, and for the next 4 or 5 years, the board will run the league continuously. The only thing that's going to be different is my Sundays are going to get even longer. And Cody's Sundays are going to get shorter. That's basically about it.
There's really nothing to change.
As much as people want to think that Cody was a dictator, like Hitler,
Just wait until Walt takes over.
yeah, just wait until I get my ass in there.
Showstoppers will be undefeated every season.
So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to fire the referees. They suck.
Yep. They got to go. We'll have JC ref every game.
Hey, why don't you guys, since you're kind of on it, talk about the referees for a minute. I know you had earlier stuff on them, so talk about the referees.
Well, a lot. It's really easy to bitch and complain about the referees, but my honest opinion is we've got the best flag football referees in probably the region. I know Blake probably hasn't played too many games in Houston, Texas, or stuff like that, but even if you go to these bigger tournaments in Houston, the referees are not better. They take less shit. I mean, they will throw your ass out pretty quickly, which is kind of what we've told Sean and them to do. Is like, but we have referees like Rashawn who actually care. And at the end of the day, That's all you can ask for. You know, these guys are coming out there for $20 a game. And for those of you who don't know, a TASO ref who wants to ref a 10-year-old's flag football game on a Saturday will make $55 a game. So we have one of two options, Blake. We can fire our current referees who like to work for $20 a game, and we can go get referees who really don't know a damn thing about flag football, but they're TASO certified, like Jacoby, by the way.
Okay.
And they can, we can pay $50 per team to play. I don't think anybody would be up for that.
I seriously doubt that. But I like the refs we have. I mean, people are going to complain about a ref either way. Refs are always making a bad call. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
You know, I have a theory. Sean, the referee Sean, is like Guy Ferrari.
Okay. I'm a big Diners.
Guy Ferrari.
Oh, okay. Isn't that
That's the Diners, Dives.
Oh,
and, you know.
that's my show. Even though I don't know his name.
But everybody hates on that guy for no reason.
It's the hair.
No reason at all. And Sean does nothing but referee flag football games, and people hate on him. Welcome to being a referee, Sean.
Sean's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer too, by the way. Not many people have an HOF. HOF stands for Hall of Fame. So.
Gotcha. I was zoned out for a second. But yeah. So refs are good the way they are. If you don't like them, don't play. If you think you can do better, you can ref and get bitched at for an hour.
Yeah, most of the people who bitch about the referees don't even know the rules. Like your team, your team was notorious for that.
Well, I mean, me personally, I'm gonna bitch either way. I'm just competitive. Even if I know my call was 100% right, my team did wrong, I'm still gonna just try to.
So
I don't know.
So that we got Cody and Troy here. I want to clarify something for the Storm. You cannot quick snap after a touchdown. I've had many of your players bitch at me when I'm refereeing that they want to, before the other referee has made it 20 yards down the field,
Hey, it's Bruce
that
Reyes.
you can quick snap it. Hey, it's Bruce Reyes.
Making an appearance. Say hello, Bruce.
Hello, Bruce Reyes.
Perfect.
Bruce Reyes is the shit.
And he's gone just like
We
that.
had to pay $20,000 just for that.
Yeah, that's right.
God, what a waste of money.
That's where your league funds go.
Play quarterback for us.
He just showed
That's the next Herd quarterback, by the way. You heard it here first on Amateur Hour. Bruce Reyes,
And if it happens,
Herd quarterback.
on this podcast, it's real.
Herd quarterback,
Growing mushrooms.
Bruce Reyes.
We're kind of all over the place right now.
What are you doing?
I'm growing mushrooms. I'm
The kinds you
I'm adapting to retirement well. For all those of you who care, I'm growing some mushrooms at my house,
Let's please edit this out.
and I'm
please.
going to
I hate this.
saute them in some nice olive oil and eat them. So that's how I'm going to do retirement.
So those aren't the
These are not psychedelic mushrooms. No, they are boring mushrooms that.
Going
I'm
back to
growing
the
in my son's
referees.
room. Go ahead.
The referees we have, and even when Walt or I or JC fill in when need be, we are people that understand the rules. We do it to the best of our ability to get the call right on the field. Sometimes we don't see it on the field. Sometimes we miss it. It happens. It's just the way of the game. It's hard to see on the field. It's easier to see up in the box. We can see everything from up there. Jacoby and Sean want to get the calls right. They don't care who wins. They want the person to make whoever, like when the herd is on the field and I see a flag guard, even if it's 30 yards away from me, I'm going to yell flag guard as loud as I can. That doesn't mean the referee has to call it. Doesn't mean he's going to call it. That just means I'm yelling because I see it. That has nothing to do with the referee's call.
Prime example. There's two prime examples for this, and it was in the playoffs. JC was livid. He thought Herm got pass interfered with on a call, and me and Jake and Cunningham and Atterbury and a lot of guys who play a lot of flag football are sitting on sidelines, and we're intently watching the game. And we didn't see a pass interference nowhere. And JC and Herm are just effing livid that they didn't get the pass. that's like that happens in a game. That's okay. Like, and you can argue that call, but never make it personal. Don't go up to Sean, and JC never did. Don't go up to Sean and call him an effing cheater or whatever you live at your mom's house or some kind of stupid insult. Like, don't make it personal. The second prime example that these referees, I guess that include me and you, Troy. We miss calls. It is what it is, and you have to live with that. Like I was telling you about the championship game, a big call that I guess we thought was missed, that I'm guessing Giving didn't think was missed, was the lateral call to JJ. Jacoby said it was a forward pass, and Jake thought it was a backwards pass. JJ throws the ball in the end zone. A touchdown's negated. So instead of going up 28-6, we turned the ball over. They score a touchdown. It's now 21-14. That's a big deal, because with athletes like DT and I don't know, somebody broke something, but with athletes like Jacoby and DT, Crip, you don't want to give them. You don't want to make it a game. Like, we could have put it away. It was a big call, but you didn't hear us bitch, moan, and complain about it. It is what it is. You're not going to change the referee's mind.
Yeah.
And move on. Don't waste time, energy, and effort.
In our game, the first game of the day, the playoffs, our quarterback, they roughed the quarterback on a fourth down play. No call. We turn it over. They go down and score up for the half, and we end up losing by like 4 points.
Listen.
So, I mean, that's some of those things where, it's the referee's call. If he calls it, he calls. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Nobody's hoed the herd more than me as a referee. Do y'all remember the infamous JC first down? The infamous. I was sent 30 still pictures of him, like 3 inches
short.
3 inches, yards being very liberal.
He was 3 yards short.
He was 3 inches
short.
He was
6 yards short of the first down. What's that?
Who pulled that flag?
Cody pulled the flag. He was 8 yards short of the first down.
The still pictures on 20.
He was 12 yards short of the first down, and you gave him the first down.
So, the herd got hoed.
He was 15
But
yards short.
for all the showstoppers who are listening, from this point on, y'all are going to catch the shit that the herd has caught for the last 4 years.
PV.
I'm not going to mention any names, but we're going to be accused of cheating, paying off the refs. I will say this, though. If you slip Jacoby an extra 5, it's a great game.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that he just said that.
Well, look, I think Walt and Blake will do a wonderful job. I think the league's in good hands. Troy and I will still be around. We're still going to do the podcast. We're still going to be out there on Sundays doing different stuff. You'll all also, of course, have the videos, and it'll be even better because Walt's got some great ideas about what he wants to do with marketing and just having some really neat highlight videos and stuff. So I think the league will be even better, and I really appreciate Walt and Blake for stepping up and doing the president, vice president thing. I really, really do. So thank you guys so much.
One more word from Blake.
Cody, I would just like to thank you for, building this league, because when I graduated high school, I thought I was never going to be able to play competitive football again. So this is giving me that opportunity, so I'm all about it, and thank you for that.
Well, Blake, that's really nice of you. And I'm going to end with this. A couple of shout-outs. So there's obviously a lot of people I think I could, it's not a shout-outs, I'll call it call-outs. First person I'm going to call out is this person who's always lingering around the league, always up in the press box, doing stuff, kind of in her business, bringing little snacks up there and stuff. It's my mother, Stacy.
I just finished off that bag of pretzels she
I'm going
brought.
to call her out right now. My mom is the best person in the entire world. And any of you that disagree with that, you can stop drinking the water out of the water their cooler that she brings every single week that you drink water out of. She pays for. I don't pay for. I'm not going to buy you guys water. So my mom is the best person in the world.
She films and runs the clock and eats a banana and
She brings
drinks
banana.
water. Yeah, I mean, she does all of that.
She brings, not only does she bring bananas, but she brings decoy bananas for people who come up there that don't really need a banana but need something that looks like a banana.
And who gets cross with her more than anybody?
Who gets cross with her? I guess you do. I'm not sure.
It's me. Who always yells at her to stop
And, you
the
know,
clock? And
If you guys ever really pay attention to a game, I don't really ever get upset with but a couple of things. I get upset with Troy because he yells at the other team. I get upset.
Troy because he yells at his own team.
I get upset with Cody, who is me, when he does stupid stuff. And I get very upset when people yell at my mother, who's running the clock and filming the game for free. So,
Let me just interject here. I'm going to go with a formal apology. I apologize to her in person, but there was a game where I lost my cool at the end, and I was like, stop the f***ing clock!
Well, we'll have to edit that out.
So I apologize.
I
Miss
understand.
Stacy.
I would do the same thing. I'm not saying that people are wrong for yelling about the clock, but it's my mom, and she is, like I said, the best human being I've ever met, and I really appreciate her. Another person I would like to call out is
The old CO, huh?
well, there's this little guy who's always like in my ear and annoying me and just always around, you know, and he represents all the bad parts of me, but he works hard. He is a tireless person. He helps me with all the stupid things I want to do.
Colin?
And no, he doesn't help with anything. And he's really a fantastic person despite the aura he tries to throw out there, and that's Troy. Troy, I really appreciate you, and you helped me so much with all this. Really, this was about a 50-50 thing, and the league wouldn't have been possible without you. So I really appreciate you being there.
Well, I appreciate you acknowledging that I'm playing a character out there. This is not really how I am. I'm just a character that is out on this field and is the ultimate asshole.
Just take your praise.
Yes. I will take more breaks now that I won't have people complaining to me about things.
Other people I'd like to talk about, and I won't call them out. I'll just say thank you. The original board that all helped us do stuff, it was like Carl Lambeth and Aaron Long, and Noah Cole and Joel Cole, and all these guys. Phil Spate. Steven.
Jackson.
Peterson?
Jimson?
Something with a son. Anyway,
Williamson,
a guy named Steve.
Stevenson.
Stevenson? It's not Stevenson. That's not a person's name.
Stevenson.
All right, Stevenson. We really appreciate you helping so much. But no, I appreciate the original board of guys who would just go meet us somewhere and we would talk about this, and we made it a thing. We got it to... I'm very proud that we are a real non-profit organization, have been for a few years now, and we've donated money to a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm just really happy that, this all worked out, and I'm glad that Blake and Walt are going to do it now, because I don't want to do it anymore. That's all I have.
I just want to say, I appreciate everyone that comes out and plays on Sunday and has a good time. I know a lot of people get heated and it gets kind of aggressive out there and people get mad and yell, but we're all out here for the same cause, to play football. And at the end of the day, there's a champion that's crowned, but we're just out here to play. If there was no championship at the end, everybody would still show up and play every week, I think. So I think everybody has a good time with it. I appreciate everyone coming out. I appreciate the guys that come out and help every week. It's a lot of work. It really is. Setting up the field, marking the field, filming the games. It's a lot of stuff people don't want to do, and I appreciate everyone that helps, especially Stacy, because that's just incredible that she spends her Sundays doing that with us. And it's been fun, and I'm still going to be out there like I'm dying, which I'm sure wouldn't hurt too many feelings, but I'm still going to be out there playing ball, and I will still be doing things. I'll be there, but not in a major capacity. But anyway, I appreciate Walt and Blake for stepping up, because this is a thankless job. It really is. It's not. I mean, it's not something that everyone wants to do, but I'm glad that they want to step up and take the reins and push it forward.
Well, I'm going to end with this. I thanked everybody I wanted to. So I'll end with, I would like to mention and thank my dad for being the reason I've ever liked football, the reason I ever started any flag football league, and the reason I ever played football. So thanks, Dad. Because of your heavy-handed Little League coaching and football on the TV constantly, we're here. So without you, I would have never ran a flag football league, started one, or even cared. So thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good time fishing wherever you are right now.
He's an angler.
I know he's an angler, but anyway. Thanks, Dad. Walt, Blake, anything else?
So I guess I'll say this. I've often said sinners get no love.
Sinners, SINNERS?
Yeah, sinners and centers, adult flag football centers do not get any love. I say that, and Cody Courts has the other death wish, and that's being the president of an adult flag football league. I'm sure that looks really great on a resume and on your LinkedIn profile.
It is at the top of his resume. That was the first line. It says mission.
But the people who really don't get any love is people who run adult flag football leagues. I've said this before to people who tend to want to have some bitches out there on Sundays. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of hours that gets put in. I often tell the story about how many hours it takes to upload the stupid 30-minute video just so you can be the YouTube star that you think you are. And so it's a thankless job, and we appreciate Cody for not only starting a league, because there's been leagues in the past around here, but the photos, the stuff that I've always envisioned, that I always wanted to do with the league, the videos and stuff like that. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication to get where it's at, and you have to take a lot of shit from a lot of people. So I'm not looking forward to taking a lot of shit from a lot of people, but I'll do what I can to keep the league going strong and hopefully better, and hopefully Blake will too.
Yeah, I'm just here to follow Walt's lead. I don't know, me and him continue to get along whenever he brings stuff to the table with the board. I'm usually on board with it. He has a lot of good ideas, so my job is just to help Walt let his ideas come to life. And still an active free agent, so every team's looking for a fat guy with good hips. Hit me up.
Well, let's do an active recruitment video, right? Or I guess podcast little portion. If you want to help out with the league, you can call me at 1-900-450-6789.
He's going to try to sell you coins.
Yeah,
Don't call that number at all.
We're looking for board members. So here's the pay. You get one free beer every 6 months.
It's a pretty good
vodka
payment.
And water is not free. You have to pay for that by yourself. But one free beer every 6 months. So if you want to come out and videotape adults playing flag football, hit me up.
But Troy, I think that is a good end to this podcast. Do you have any closing remarks?
I do not. Just my normal send-off. Good luck.
All right. We'll be back the next time that you hear us. We'll be back and we'll say a bunch of controversial things about Walt and Blake. Merry Christmas.